Oh, okay. Now we're fine. What? Okay. Okay. What? That was bizarre. I have no idea what happened. Like YouTube servers completely died. Um, I I have no idea what happened. Like my bitrate dropped to 0, and then I swapped to a different server to stream, and it didn't stream. Like the connection wasn't reaching YouTube, even though OBS was sending out the connection. Uh, and then after a couple of minutes, it just went back to what it should have been. Okay, big money though. Flare gun, shoe spikes. We are getting so many shoe spikes. So many shoe spikes and no flare guns. Okay, glowing mushroom biome, though. Glowing mushroom biome is big. I mean, there's chests in glowing mushroom biomes, and it's not the same one from earlier either. New glowing mushroom biome. Music's a bit too loud. For other people think it's loud as well, I can turn it down a little bit. It's fine? Okay. What if Granite Marble Biome will ever get an update? I don't know. I mean, it would be cool to see them fleshed out more, but it's such a minor part of the game that I feel like if they were to update things, they'd probably focus their attention elsewhere. I would much rather see them update something like the modifier system than that. Music is fine? Okay. Yeah, that's the first stream I'm doing this blindfolded. And you get a sneak peek at what some of the stipulations are. In the thumbnail. Okay, 2 chests. Band of Regeneration. Okay. But big money on this one. There we go. There we go. Flare gun. Okay, we actually have a weapon now. The game has begun, the run has started, and the run is already over because this is the best weapon in the game as far as I'm concerned. Look at that. Big 1 damage hit. So, the way the flare gun works, if you're not familiar, it fires out a projectile, a flare. That projectile has infinite piercing, and inflicts the on-fire debuff. There are a couple different variations of flares. You have, red, blue, and shimmer flares, which all inflict on fire. And then in hard mode, you can upgrade to coast flares. Maybe it's rainbow flares. Water sparking, strained brew, bone torches. Wouldn't mind some bombs. Coast flares inflict coast inferno. What are shimmer flares? I think they just have a visual effect. Or maybe it's rainbow flares. Sell some stuff. No, we got the merchant at home. And we'll be going home soon to buy more flares. Bone torch at plus 0.1 luck. Yeah, but luck doesn't really do much for me. Like, luck's not going to affect my damage, and it only affects me underground, which very few boss fights are going to be. And I'm not really going to be farming for drops or stuff. Moonlord immune to Coast Inferno? No. The only bosses in the game that are immune to Coast Inferno are the Destroyer and the Lunatic Cultist, I believe. But the Destroyer has a lot of segments, so piercing is very effective against him. We're almost at 400 HP. Do I have a... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm on the wrong loadout. Let's go get some flares. So we can actually use our weapon. Luck does affect damage generally. Yeah, it's just there's no damage variation with the flare gun because of how little damage it deals. Okay, so the merchant sells blue flares at the price of 6 copper each, which is basically nothing, or basically free. Let's get a bunch of them. Where's this house? That's a popsicle stick. I don't know if you're, like, not familiar with popsicle stick. It's, there's, like, a frozen treat on a wooden stick that you eat. It might be kind of weird if you're looking off like, from different cultures or something like that. Blue flares and normal flares are better. Blue flares look much better, so as far as I'm concerned, they are much better. Okay, quick stack to nearby chests. Yeah, we're in business now. Let's go gravitation potion. See what's going on in the sky. We can try the Star Cannon strat and Destroyer to speed it up. No, I mean, against the Destroyer, the Flare Gun can get like 100 DPS. Can I open your ban in your Discord server? I don't remember why I banned you. But it was probably for a good reason. Yeah, 100 DPS. So, there's a misconception about the Flare Gun that it is a ranged weapon. The Flare Gun is not a ranged weapon. The Flare Gun, it does classless damage. It is not able to critically hit, and it cannot get modifiers. Now, flares do technically deal ranged damage, but ammo stats don't matter. Like, the ammo's damage type gets overridden by the weapon's ammo type, and the ammo's crit chance gets overridden by the weapon's crit chance, which is 0 because the flare gun can't crit. So we don't deal ranged damage. We don't benefit from things like frost armor that trigger when you deal ranged damage. There's a floating island right there. The flare gun does classless damage. Okay, balloon's nice. Let's move the... Let's see if we can get the guide in here or something. It's free housing. Why is it made out of sand? That's part of, the drunk seed, which causes floating islands to be desert or snow. Challenge flare gun only on the dance bed? I mean, that very well might be one of the stipulations. I wonder if they only gave them the range damage type just for some engine compatibility thing. I don't know. Oh, it's not Father's Day yet, Jaeger Schnitzel. Okay, we got living trees. Dungeon's gonna be over there, because the desert was on the other side of the world. You missed Flare Gun Acquiry because stream stupids? Yeah, YouTube just decided to die. I don't know. Yeah, you know, let's go break a Shadow Orb. Unlock goblins. Okay, but this is where the flare gun excels, is against worm enemies, because you can apply the debuff to each one of its sections. Look at that big damage on the Devourer. Look at that damage. Look at that health bar go down. He's getting absolutely decimated. I mean, is the best hook and the best looking hook? I mean, the lunar hook is objectively the best hook. When you hit the projectile limit, 1,000 projectiles. It's difficult to hit the projectile cap with the flare gun unless you're literally holding down attack nonstop. We're fighting the Eater of the Brain. I mean, it's a drunk bolt. We can do both. It's not a... Reforge system sucks. You can't reforge the flare gun. Yeah, the flare gun does fire pretty quickly. This is our attack speed. But if we spam out flares non-stop, we will reach the projectile cap, which means we can't deal damage. So we really want to stagger our shots. The bulk of our damage is coming from the debuff anyway. Whoops. That's right. Flying Cup doesn't suspend you indefinitely. So we basically just want to utilize the debuff application to... Man, where is the actual chasm part of the corruption? trap there. Hold on. I was really hoping to have found it by now. I am shocked that he got out of there. I didn't think he could. Are we past it? Okay. That's surprising. Maybe we just have to bomb our way down. We'll try just doing that. We have plenty of bombs. I don't actually see in... Well, I guess there are 2 chasms I didn't test here. But if those chasms go down, then we should be able to get to them from here. Was the weapon that gave you the hardest fight? Yours was bone throwing knives? I'm not entirely sure I understand the question. Against the wall of flesh? No, this doesn't look like it goes down to a thing. Huh. I mean, maybe it goes to the right? Bombs can damage me? Oh, shit, I didn't know. Okay, thanks for the advice. The latest Calamity mod update, when you defeat Supreme Calamitus, if you did it in the ocean with blue flares, you have a 1% chance of turning blue and running faster for 20 minutes. Is it hoik time again? No, no, no. Downward hoiks are really difficult to do. Don't try to make downward hoiks. It won't go well. Okay, not here. You can hoik downward, but it is a whole ordeal trying to do that. You should have DPS meter right now. The thing is, DPS meters are not going to be accurate with the flare gun because the DPS meter doesn't factor in damage over time debuffs, which is most of what the flare gun is doing. Well, surely there'll be another corruption chasm over here, right? Huh. That was bizarre. So none of these? Huh. Okay. I mean, I have plenty of bombs. We can just bomb our way down. Yeah, great corruption. I'm sure we'll eventually get there. It's not on the right side, so it must be on the left side. Sometimes there can be, like, hidden chasms that spawn. Maybe something like that happened. Flare gun is a crowd control weapon and utility tool most useful with its abilities to light enemies on fire and long range lighting may be useful. Large caves or versus worms. Did you ask Chat GPT to describe what the Terraria flare gun is? I don't care, but you'd love to see a video about warding, but in Calamity because it's way different there. I don't particularly care about Calamity mod. Not enough to go into a bunch of detail about defense stats in Calamity mod. It's good in Calamity. I mean, that's about the extent of what you need to know. Hey, Leggy. Have you done low modded damage runs, like doing Flogan only in Calamity? I don't like Terraria mods that much. I think changing a certain weapon's damage to 1 with a mod might make an interesting challenge. Not really. I mean, like, the vast majority of low damage weapons are the same. They just do low damage. Doesn't really matter, like, specifics about how the weapon functions. I mean, low damage is low damage. Screen went black? It doesn't look like it's black on my end. Hold on, is that the thing right there? Or I like mods? I don't know, I just don't. Hold on, I think I see a thing over here. Okay, no, it's just a hole. Okay. Is there a chasm in this corruption? I don't think there's a thing in this corruption. I didn't think it was possible to not have one. But, like, it's not there. It doesn't seem to be here. Couldn't that be a For the Worthy thing? We're not in For the Worthy. We're in Drunk. Might be Drunk Seed BS with Crimson? What BS? I mean, it... And we can keep going down to the bottom of it. I'm not seeing anything here. Maybe Crimson got double underground instead? No, it wouldn't be. It would be off to the left here. Because this is where the corruption keeps going. No. It's like the corruption chasm isn't unique to one corruption. Like every corruption has one. It's not like you only get one in a world. Might be down there. Might just be really deep. Okay, it's all the way down here. This is where corrupt. Okay. Is there a way out of this? Like, did I miss something? No, it is just completely concealed. Completely concealed way down here. Okay. I don't know if maybe that's a drunk thing or what, but that is ridiculous. Man, now I've got like no explosives left. Hope I can at least get to this orb. It took every single explosive we had in our inventory. Boss that we fought already? None of them. Okay. Let's get a piggy bank. Got money in there. All this for the overrated musket. You've never seen that and you play almost exclusively on Drunk Worlds? Just joined through another stream for this playthrough? I mean, I did flare... Oh, yes, we did... There was a stream that went down that I was doing for like an hour. Was there anything red and blue flares? Blue ones look better. Yeah, YouTube died, and I had to start the stream over. What's the current stipulation? No defense. I mean, I'm fine with just going on to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. Maybe we do a little bit more mining or something, because we need to find a suspicious looking eye, and killing enough things to get lenses for it would be challenging. Let's see. I should be able to make a better pickaxe. Do that. Do I have platinum? Not enough platinum. I'll make a gold pickaxe. What's keen? Wow, 3% crit chance. What a great... Was this viewer requested? No? It was me requested. I just felt like doing it. Put accessories up here. Oh, we've got clouds. Let me, make sure if we land up here, then we'll have our fall damage broken. It's important. Why does damage and crit reforges even apply to pickaxes? Because they're melee weapons and can deal damage. Jungle? Snow biome jungle? Wait a minute. No, this is a drunk world, which means... Snow biome jungle is on that side of the world, right? Because isn't underground desert on the same side of the world as... Oh, thank you, Kitty Hunter. God, I really need to go, like... I keep forgetting to do this. The, like, YouTube membership system thing is, like, really outdated right now. And I've been meaning to get back to, like, fixing them. I just keep forgetting about it. Because it's so hard to, like... The way the YouTube system is set up makes it so difficult to, like, give rewards to YouTube members. Unlike something like Patreon. Which I do also have. Because, like, it's so difficult to, like, just... like, YouTube has it set up in such an awful way. I think the Reforged are the good mods that shake up the Goblin Takeover and nothing else. No idea. I don't really, play Modatoria. You haven't actually played any of the Secret Seeds yet. Which ones should you do, and which order should you play them in? You guys can chat. I mean, the one that I'm doing now, Drunk, 5/16/2020, is very straightforward. It's not that much different from a normal world. It's just some fun world gen changes. Don't Dig Up is probably... What's the difference between this one and the old Flurgan playthrough? One, I'm doing it now. Two, we're having a bunch of additional stipulations added on for each boss. Three, coast flares now exist, as well as auto fire, so we don't need to click every single time I shoot the flare gun. And we do significantly more damage in hard mode. Why does everyone hate the angler? He's just a little kid, and you have plenty of kids like him who are super annoying, but you don't burn them alive. Those kids are not required to give you loot that you want. People hate the angler because he is the medium through which they have to deal with the fishing reward system. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to get to 400 HP from this and get a suspicious looking eye. A double jump would be nice too. Honestly, I'd like to get a blizzard in a bottle. That would be pretty cool. Oh wait, we've already been down here. This is just here. No, let's keep going left, because I think the snow biome and jungle should be off to the left, because the underground desert was on the right, and this is a drunk world. Which seed is Howdo, Zenith, or Legendary? Do you mean just for the worthy? Legendary is not a seed. Legendary is, what happens when you play for the worthy on a master mode world. Get Fixed Boy, the Zenith seed, is definitely the hardest seed. The For the Worthy seed has a couple moments where it is more difficult. We don't even kill a fairy with a... we don't even kill a fairy with one flare. Please don't spam, Wacko Cracker. If I'm making that video on medium core, you just finished your first medium core world and you had a ton of fun when you originally thought it would be terrible. Yeah, it's, as long as you go into it with the right mindset, it can be a really fun experience. Yeah, flares. Let you upgrade flares, with caught fairies, and the flare, when you shoot it, will go out and lead you to nearby treasure. Yeah, I mean, there are a couple points in time where For the Worthy is more difficult than Get Fixed Boy. I would say, the Wall of Flesh is definitely the one point where Get Fixed Boy is unequivocally easier than For the Worthy. You have much more imp statues because of no traps, so it's much easier to get imp banners. And you basically have an arena made for free where there are no difficult enemies that spawn when you Get Fixed Boy. And For the Worthy, it's a lot trickier. You know, we're still pre-boss. If you die next to one of the pillars, it's actually one of the most infuriating experiences in Terraria. Yes, I would suggest having Potions of Return handy, because Potions of Return make it substantially easier to deal with situations like that. Would I ever do a modded challenge? Depends on what the challenge is. I mean, I've played modded Terraria before. I don't generally like modded Terraria that much. I tend to find vanilla Terraria more engaging. The problem with modded Terraria challenges is that a lot of the mods, Calamity mod in particular, is set up in a way that doesn't make challenges very doable. There's a lot of like anti-cheese or forced mechanics, or just things like absurd HP scaling. What I would say, the design philosophy of a lot of mods presumes that the player has the best gear and balances around players having certain things, whereas vanilla Terraria doesn't really do that as much. And so if you have a challenge which does not allow you to use the thing that the game expects you to have, it can be a very miserable experience. Okay, I was wrong. I guess they're all on the same side of the world. Interesting. I thought the drunk underground desert spawned opposite of the jungle. I guess not. We do have access to Spelunker potions now. Those seem to do more modded. I mean, the biggest example of why I would never do something like this in Calamity mod is mods having rage mechanics when you don't fight them normally. Yeah, that's one thing. You have 1,000 hours already recently, and if you grapple to a minecart and click the mount button, you get in a minecart. You don't even need to grapple to it. If you just press the mount button when you're near a minecart track, you'll auto-grapple to it. Am I playing on a special seed? Yeah, this is the drunk seed. Main issue with modded Terraria is not really modded Terraria, it's straight up Calamity mod. No one talks about other mods like Thorium. I mean, I played Thorium. Thorium was fine, but Thorium's not really interesting enough on its own to make it, like... Like, doing a challenge with Thorium mod included would mostly just be vanilla Terraria with a couple extra things. It's not much different. But yeah, like an example of the Calamity mod things, why challenges in Calamity can be really miserable. Just the damage and HP scaling get pretty ridiculous. That's one of the biggest things. Like, once you get post Moonlord, things have millions of hit points, and doing something with a flare gun or copper short sword is just completely implausible. Like, that's not... Unless you have some specific buff to it, like a damage over time effect, that the mod adds, it would take hundreds of hours to do that. It would just be miserable. Yeah, I'm waiting for Starlight River to finish as well before I play it. Another thing is just, a lot of the boss's attacks and mechanics are not designed in a way that encourages the player to do something other than their intended way of fighting them. A lot of bosses have enrage mechanics where if you don't fight them under specific circumstances, Poltergeist was the worst at this. They enrage or just leave. There were some hard DPS limits from what I remember. Maybe they were soft. No, they were soft. Calamity's DPS tests are soft. Yeah, the game's also very linear. Then would enjoy mods that don't add post-Moonlord content if they use it at all. I mean, like, Calamity is not bad by any means, but it's the things like that that make it so I wouldn't really want to do challenge runs in them. You know, play it once, have a fun time with it, but not much more than that. Most of Calamity changes are so petty. Yeah, I haven't played in a little while, but I do remember that being the takeaway I had after I played it. I think the biggest example of a petty Calamity change that I learned of later is Meteor Armor no longer works. Like, it doesn't reduce the mana cost of the space gun to 0. It reduces it by like 50% or something, which just makes it awful. Like, Meteor Armor in vanilla wasn't good to begin with, and removing the only thing that made it good just really makes it pretty awful. Reduce it to 33%. Soaring Insignia increased flight time by 50%. I mean, the problem is the Soaring Insignia completely breaks post-Moonlord balance with Calamity mod. Like, I understand why you would change that, because it's too powerful to keep as is. Or is the otherworldly ice-bind music this terrifying? Yeah, it's very spooky. Okay, ice skates. Hey, Mech Extreme. I love the way blue flares look. It's so much nicer than red flares. Red flares really do look awful. There's even a dedicated mod that unnerfs Calamity. Another way to put it is, when you sign up to play Calamity mod, you are getting the Calamity mod experience, and the mod does not want you to have a different experience from that one. It's not great with creativity and finding other things to do. And the Calamity mod experience can be very fun. Definitely people like the Calamity mod experience. But it's a specific experience and seems to be engineered to give you that particular experience. A lot of Calamity's changes are completely necessary. Terraria is very poor balancing to begin with. I mean, some of Calamity's changes are definitely necessary. A lot of them? I don't know about that one. What part of nerfing the space gun, or the Meteor Armor set bonus is necessary? Or things like making the handgun shoot way slower, and reworking how it works. Or a bunch of other things. It's been so long since I played Calamity. That was years ago. And let's not pretend that, like, Calamity mod is perfectly balanced. It's an indirect way to engage people to use modded Calamity weapons. Yeah, that's the feel that I got, but the thing is, like, the modded Calamity weapons generally are so much better than the vanilla ones already. You don't really need to incentivize people to use them just because they're already great. It feels more like the Calamity devs were like, well, I don't like this weapon, and I don't want people to use it. So we're just going to make it bad. Especially with the space gun thing. You like Calamity hard mode or progression? Yeah, it's a cool idea. Calamity definitely has some really cool ideas. I really like what Calamity does with Queen Slime. It's a much better Queen Slime experience than vanilla Terraria, because vanilla Queen Slime is awful. Oh, he made it out. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. Okay, he made it out there, but he can't make it out here. Thoughts on Infernum? I've never played Infernum. Don't really care much. Let's say you think it's more the devs. I have an idea for this weapon to be different, and they change it without really testing it. Okay, well, we are almost at max HP. Let me get some of these accessories away. Sell these. I don't care about them. The day is pretty blustery, I agree. I played Stardew Valley? Yeah, I like Stardew Valley. If two mods change vanilla stats, the one last in the load order or the first change. Avengers Deerclops is great because they get rid of the shadow hands. Well, another thing I remember is, as far as, like, petty changes, and I don't know if this has been changed in the time since, but when I played Calamity mod, nailheads did literally nothing. Like, their projectiles did no damage, and they had no contact damage. Which makes sense, because nailheads suck. Nobody likes nailheads. But just the pettiness of going, I don't like this enemy. We're not going to remove it from the game. No, we're just going to make it so none of its projectiles deal damage, and it does no melee damage. Which is just petty. Like, it's not bad. It's amusing. But what a petty thing. That's a bug? I don't know. I mean, it's what happened. Yeah, Calamity's OST is nice. I know people talk up Yaron's song a lot. I was never really a big fan of it. The lyrics felt weird to me. The lyrics are cheesy, but they all sound cool mixed together. The lyrics of Yaron's song are too lore-dependent. It feels like too much of a break from Terraria to make sense. Because none of the other songs have lyrics. When the lyrics come on, it just feels jarring and weird. Just having somebody talking in Terraria, having somebody singing it's a weird vibe. It just doesn't feel like it feels very out of place, and it always just kind of threw me off when playing. Like, even something like the Otherworld soundtrack, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's nice to mix it up. There aren't lyrics here, except when it gets a bit orchestral sometimes, which is the weirdest part of the Otherworld soundtrack. A human voice is so alien it could be part of a boss fight. Yaron's theme is a banger song, but a bad OST for Terraria. Okay, nothing picked up my gold. That's nice. Is there anything else I want in the snow biome? I mean, we got ice skates. We got... I kind of want to go over to the jungle. Because we're at full HP now. And jungle could have anklet, could have a staff of regrowth, could have a bunch of stuff. And it should be pretty close, but the jungle's going to be further to the right, and I'm off on the left side of the snow biome right now. So yeah, let's go over there. The biggest gripe with Calamity is they just resprite and rework everything when it got a rework last update because it does more DPS than they want. They don't want to nerf it. Blue flares better than red flares. What are shimmer flares? I don't know. I haven't actually seen shimmer flares before. We'll have to go test them out. Do you just shimmer flares to get shimmer flares? Jungle mixed with snow sucks. You kind of hate it. Yeah, it's definitely inconvenient in a lot of ways. Having them be mixed. Do I care? Yes, I do care. I do care. I do care. Shark tooth necklace is really helpful to have. We definitely want a shark tooth necklace. Sure, flares are pinkish purple. We'll have to see what they look like. Yeah, given our low base damage, a Shark Tooth Necklace can have a really big impact on our initial damage. I think particularly it's going to be important for the Wall of Flesh. Looking at Shark Tooth and Stinger at the same time? No, I can't use the Stinger Necklace. The Stinger Necklace is an alternative damage source. I mean, it would probably out DPS the Floken. But we're also getting lenses from this, which might let us just make an Eye of Cthulhu summon. What's the map size? It's a large world. Build a wall arena through the whole of hell. We'll see. We'll see. Calamity has easier ways to get potions. Don't you just buy potions in Calamity mod? I remember multiplayer Calamity was very silly because everyone could just buy infinite potions of return, and they won't. Not potions of return. Wormhole potions, and they weren't expensive at all. And so everyone just had like full stacks of wormhole potions and would just easily be able to teleport to anybody. Better than not having them? I don't really know if it is, because it really changes the multiplayer dynamic. Basically, everyone can be anywhere in the world at any time that they want, at no cost. I don't know, I thought multiplayer Calamity was boring. We never actually finished multiplayer Calamity. I think we got, like, very late in the game. There were, like, 3 or 4 bosses left, but I was just not having fun with it. Oh, wait, no, we didn't finish it because, the, like, server hosting service that I used, like, Calamity mod updated or something, and the server hosting service wasn't able to handle that. That's why we didn't finish it. But I was also getting very bored of it. If those ever despawn? Yeah, they despawn after 10 minutes. See a team in WG. Even a normal multiplayer through wormhole is a 5-minute fishing break for like 50 wormhole potions. I never really fish for wormhole potions. They're just a convenient resource you kind of accumulate through stuff. But when I say like anyone can be anywhere, I mean like you're drinking wormhole potions every minute just to go around the map. If somebody's slightly ahead of you and you're moving ahead, you just drink a wormhole potion to catch up to them. In T-Mod, you can duplicate potions with the Shimmer and Alchemy tables for some reason. Oh, that's interesting. Do they just not have the decrafting reduced returns? Because vanilla has you decraft you get a reduced amount of things when you decraft things because of the alchemy table. Moonlord's gonna go down to spend 6 streams? No, Moonlord honestly will probably only be 1 stream. We'll have cursed flows by then. The longest boss is probably going to be the Lunatic Cultist. We got a dress. Sure. New stipulation, I have to use red flares? Oh, that sounds miserable. How does the amount of used flares affect spawns? They don't? I'm not sure what you're asking exactly, but the amount of projectiles in the world doesn't affect the enemies that spawn. Oh, Stinger Necklace would be big for the Eye of Cthulhu, too. It's kind of an annoying DPS test. Hope we can get one. It's been a minute. Blood Moon's not too much longer. We do have a Bloody Tear, though, so we can do another Blood Moon. I don't think I have a Shine Potion. Oh, no, I do have a Shine Potion. Forgot about those. Well, we are getting lenses for the Eye of Cthulhu, at least. Oh, I couldn't even see the zombie down there. The flares were covering the thing. This guy's got my money. There's a zombie to my right. See him this time. Man, it is difficult to see these guys. They really blend in. Oh, zombie banner. I think it makes much sense to put it down right now. Make sure to get as much as we can out of the blood moon while we can. Last chances for a shark tooth necklace here. I'm hopeful, but not expectant. That's unfortunate. Imagine the flares burning down all the trees. Imagine this challenge an overhaul, no housing allowed. What? A house is not a thing in the terrain overhaul mod? Okay, I mean, we've got... I am going to go down to the jungle a bit. I think explore around. Try to get some stuff. But we should be good to fight the Eye of Cthulhu soon. Should be sure to stop by somewhere and drop off the... and craft the suspicious looking eye. Bloody deer in here. Got a bottle of water. Spelunkies. Okay. Let's go. Overall is neat, but had some horrible reworks of the music where some guy just overlaid GarageBand MIDI patches onto the already perfect OST. Huh. A part of the drunk scene is probably the trivializing of the wall of flesh. Oh yeah. We will have to probably adjust the wall of flesh arena though, because we need it to be set up in a particular way that we can angle our shots upward and hit the wall of flesh with all of our flare segments. Glad that they buffed this weapon by adding cursed flares. Yeah, that was a major buff to the flare gun. I mean, it's outright just 6 times more effective than it was. And Cursed Flare, Cursed Inferno is also less resisted than On Fire. What's the boss? Golem. Golem's not immune to Cursed Inferno, but he is immune to On Fire. How does ammo affect the damage of ranged weapons? You just add the ammo to it. Any reforge you have does not affect the ammo. Your lawnmower only? I did. Last year. And pretty much the only ammo stats that matter are damage and knockback. The damage gets added to the weapon, as does the knockback. The crit chance is completely overridden. And the magic quiver, Shrumite headpiece, weapon reforges, and archery potion only affect your actual weapons damage. They don't affect your ammo. Oh, nice. Welcome, Alex Connolly. Is it way down? The jungle soundtrack is really peaceful. Let's put some housing down so we can get a pylon. Make going over here a lot easier. Although I should really make this a snow pylon since this is a drunk world. Got my channel. What's Redux? Redux means doing something again. And I've already done Flogan only once. This is the second time we're doing Flogan only. And we have additional stipulations on top of it. Currently, we have 0 defense for the Eye of Cthulhu. Okay, got an idea. This one's going to be thematic. Cut it out, Jungle Bat. Trying to build here. Cut it out, Jungle Bat. I'm trying to build here. Cut it out, Jungle Bat. I'm trying to build here. cut it out, Jungle Bat. I am trying to build here. The tree was what was throwing me off there. I was trying to build past the tree, but it was like 1 block too low. I see it's not hardcore? No, why are we doing this in hardcore? That's why you still don't play Ranger? This has nothing to do with playing Ranger. It has to do with the fact that I was lazy and didn't feel like killing the bat. It's on Master Mode right now, but it's a Journey Mode world. I can adjust the difficulty whenever I want. Like, it's not like if I had an actual weapon, that bat would have killed me. And it's not like it would have been difficult to shoot that bat with a projectile weapon. Ammo isn't. The flare gun does classless damage. It doesn't matter what damage type ammo has because it's overridden by the weapon itself. Go lawnmower only. I already did lawnmower only last year. I'm not going to do it again. The challenge sucked. I mean, it just requires you to be able to aim, Jack. Lawnmower dirt rod. Flares do range damage, but flare gun does classless. Flares don't do damage. Like, the damage type of a flare doesn't matter, because flares don't do damage. The flare gun deals damage. Shield of Cthulhu only? I've done accessories only. I don't like the Shield of Cthulhu, but accessories only I used it a lot to damage things. Ice Rod only? I'm not looking for challenge ideas. Like, suggesting something isn't gonna accomplish anything. I need this to be slightly larger. Okay. Quite the hunchback? No, it's not a hunchback. What? There's a rat? No, he's not a rat. Those can crit. No, they can't. I was looking at the hunch. No, what? It's not done yet. You have some patience. You can't rush perfection. Or is that actually recognizable? It's pretty clear what it is, right? That is Josuke. from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, Fishing. Clearly. He's got the Josuke here. Okay. Still see a hunchback? No. That's the Josuke back. Striking resemblance? Thank you. The iconic Josuke fishing scene. Got a mining potion, that's pretty cool. Favorite architectural technique has been to place ice blocks next to doors so you constantly hear icicles being broken by NPCs. Oh, interesting. Doesn't look like there's a way down here, but we can go to the bottom of this living tree. Least useful potion. Fishing power, because I don't like fishing. Is this a special seed? Yeah, this is drunk. Warmth? No, warmth potions are incredible, not important. If you ever fight Deerclops or Frostmoon, especially Frostmoon, less Deerclops, they stay on the ground for 10 minutes, Borwick. You should have a warmth potion. Warmth potions drastically reduce the amount of damage you take from Frostmoon. Yeah, I mean, ammo conservation, honestly, is probably the worst buff. Is really bad. Use warmth on Frostmoon? I mean, that's when it's good. Man, there's so much water over here. I mean, those aren't... Hey, OJ Hateman. Was kind of cracked there. I mean, Builder Potion is really good. I don't think you've ever considered using Ammo Reservation. Yeah, it's not good. Is Terraria my favorite game? I don't know. I like it. I'm bad at picking favorites. When we get down to the actual jungle. Okay. Come on, bees, 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 bees. I mean, like, the warmth potion isn't good for most of the game, but when it's good, it's really good. Okay, Staff of Regrowth is incredible. Things we came down here for. Is NPC happiness worth it? Depends on the NPC. It's usually worth it for the Goblin Tinkerer. And... any NPC that you're going to be buying a bunch of stuff from, like if you get a bunch of wiring stuff from the mechanic. And pylons are great. Pylons are definitely worth it. But other NPCs, like the tax collector's happiness or like the painter's happiness, unless you're buying a bunch of like illuminant coating or something, no, they're not worth it. Number 1 damage sniper is a lot worse than a... Oh, I see, like reducing to 1 damage. Teleport you back to the place of death. Using the bone glove? No. Okay, another flare gun. We got a backup. Very important. Beehive up here. Useful for when you go to Queen Bee. Underwater arenas can be insanely overpowered if you dedicate yourself to them. Yeah, I mean, water mobility with flipper potions or the Neptune shell can be very, very potent. You have a lot of mobility. Be meaningful as an extra challenge or a fun twist. Mostly just a fun twist. I mean, it depends on the playthrough, though. Like, a lot of times during live streams, medium core doesn't make sense because, like, if we died in this and dropped our flare gun, it would be very inconvenient trying to get another flare gun. Unless we just had a backup one. I believe in our ability to kill this spiked jungle slime. He will not defeat us. Some other slime might, though. Oh, we had to call in a hornet reinforcement. Annoying. Class do I find myself playing, usually? Ranger. Like Ranger. Stops on the letter 8. Mediocre. Not fond of its associations with Hitler. Letter 8. Well, letter 8 has a an association with like neo-Nazis. 88 does at least, because H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, and 88 is used as like a neo-Nazi dog whistle to express support for, well, being a neo-Nazi. A good looking base. Are you behind on stream? You built stuff a while ago. They can just claim numbers like that. Yeah, generally, how Nazis work is they'll go to places and claim things, and then you just don't associate with those things anymore because it's kind of hard to take something away from them. Yeah, don't use 88 in like usernames or really anything. like, online. Because people will just think you're a Nazi. Feral claws. So you're 50 minutes early? Wow. Very unfortunate if you won in 1988. Yeah. Yeah, Jorma's channel would have been a lot different if he was born in 1988 instead of 1985. Wow, that is a lot of life crystals right next to each other. Everybody whose name is... Oh, shit! Markiplier? Damn, I mean, welcome. Wow, that's the real Markiplier. Holy shit. You're like that, like, YouTube guy, right? You make, like, YouTube videos? Am I on the right track? Moke, can you say train rights? Here to give me 1 bazillion YouTube dollars so you can be in my movie that you forgot the name of. Oh, was that like the Mario movie? Don't I have an OnlyFans? Not anymore. Yeah, with Chris Pratt. Yeah. Okay, there's the temple. Wait, Moke? Who's Moke? Oh, like Moke? Oh shit, Markiplier because his name is Moke. Oh, that's clever. Did you come up with that? I would have had to pay somebody to come up with something that smart. It's such like a good play on words. Wow. What celebrity would be excited to see in my chat? Who's the dude that played Shark Boy and Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Was that, like, Taylor Lautner? That would be kind of cool. Seeing Shark Boy would be cool. Shark Boy and Lava Girl, of course, is, like, the best movie ever made. Especially when you get, like, the 3D version with those 3D glasses. People dream of a movie. I want to like collab with Sorbet Cafe. It'd be really interesting to see you two together. Oh no, I hate that guy. Here's the worst Terraria chicks. Used to have that DVD. I used to watch it all the time as a kid. Can't believe he stole Dream's journal, like the Minecraft guy? I didn't know he had a journal. What's in it? I'm kind of curious now. The actors for Sharkboy and Lava Girl are both named Taylor. Huh. But Spy Kids like 40 times as a kid. Okay, there's a suspicious looking eye. I mean, we should have everything we need for the Eye of Cthulhu. Okay, let's prep for the guy. The dude man. Get an arena. And we'll have to fight the Eye on expert mode. Just because we physically can't do enough damage to him within time. On master mode. Unless we were to pause time. And it's more interesting to have to rush time and fight against the time limit than to fight him on master mode. What's in for the first Flowgun one? Every single... Oh, one, the Flowgun's been buffed. Isn't the HP scaling in Journey master mode actually how the normal master mode? No, that was patched. And it was specifically for the worthy, not... master mode. I find how it's this fast. Being in the jungle helps a lot. Pause time for first phase for master mode Eye. No, it's more interesting to do it like this. Yeah, every single boss is going to add an additional stipulation. Kind of topic question, but you're agnostic. No, I don't believe in religion. Nor am I faithful, I would be an atheist. Mining potions, Splunker, and bum mush any mushroom biomes you see. Yeah, the jungle just also has pretty good loot density. Good place to be. Well, each boss has one stipulation that is cleared when I kill the boss, right? Like, it's not going to be permanent. Like, it's not like the entire run is going to have no defense. It's just, we can't have defense until we kill the Eye, and then that stipulation is cleared and we go on to a different one. Yo, we can buff our flare gun damage by 1%. That's big. Honestly, pretty incredible. We've got to keep a backup flare gun. Cool house, is it squid? No, that's a popsicle. Let me buy a pylon. Backup flare gun in case your world magically turns to medium core. Grab potion gonna do anything? We got a balloon. That's like the best thing to get out of there anyway. Oh, what I can do is make a Maglaluminecid. The video game titled The Finals. I know people that use rage potions when they run summoner. I don't know, maybe. I generally try not to do too much of that thinking thing. It kind of hurts. I usually just get all of my information from TikTok influencers, and listen to what they have to say, because they do the best thinking. They know what's up. Hey, thank you, Dark Link. Welcome. I try to defeat all bosses. I'll defeat whatever bosses I feel like. Thinking it's the best thing you've ever discovered allowed you to watch me. Please don't watch me. Like, you here right now? I don't like being watched. My bathroom door is open. Did you do that? I didn't do that. Why did you leave my bathroom door open? Okay, shine potion, why not? Any other useful potions? We got healing potions. Oh, we're not on master mode anymore, so we are down an accessory slot. That's fine. You know, avoid ever making a TikTok account or any social media site other than YouTube. I would not make a TikTok account. I can set on fire each and every segment of the wyvern, making deal somewhat decent damage. Oh yeah, wyverns are not bad with a flowgun. Okay, let's go explore some floating islands. I guess we could get a lucky horseshoe, which when we finally get goblins will be helpful. Can you fire faster by rapidly switching between two flowguns? I don't believe so. And even if I could, it wouldn't be helpful. You generally are not firing at the flowgun's attack speed cap anyway. Like, if you fire at the flowgun's attack speed cap, you're just going to hit the projectile cap. Which makes you deal less damage because you can't shoot. So it wouldn't be helpful at all. Using the same weapon the entire run, you can just skip to the wall of flesh. There's not any reason to. Did you make that snowy cloud? No, that's a drunk seed thing. Help your partner, you rearranged a bit. Now your desk has a direct eye line. To the toilet, and your partner sometimes leaves the door open while using the toilet and makes eye contact with you as a power move? What? That is 3 balloons. Okay. Sure does suck we got a flying carpet and not a sandstorm in a bottle. The desert floating island? It's a drunk world thing. Well, no, we don't have a... I mean, we could get a forbidden fragment in hard mode if we killed a desert elemental. And we could craft a sandstorm. And I mean, that would be really nice. The blizzard and a boon, loon, triple jump, the bab bundle of balloons is really good. Oh, nice, a red potion. I think fledgling wings are insanely overpowered? Wait, what killed me? No, fledgling wings suck. They're not worth an accessory slot. The only nice thing about fledgling wings is that they're very cheap, which makes them very reforgeable for a good modifier, but they're bad. They're not good. Oh, we get a lucky horseshoe. Didn't even realize. Okay, well, when the time comes, we got a blizzard and a balloon. It's pretty good. Okay, let me make a watch. What time is it? Time for you to look at the watch. Love that joke. Fledgling wings with fog boots trivialize pre-hard mode. They have like half a second of flight time. Fledgling wings are not doing anything. Anything you can dodge with fledgling wings, you could dodge much better without them. Spectre boots double the flight time of fledgling wings. I'd much rather use them. Oh, there's sunflowers right here. Isn't it bundle balloons better anyway? Bundle balloons is really good, yeah. Most of the time it's better than... It's definitely better than fledgling wings. And say lightning boots? No, you said frog boots. Which are bad to use with fledgling wings. Frog boots provide a % ascension speed bonus, whereas lightning boots and any spectre boot upgrades give an actual flight time increase that's a flat number. And it basically doubles your flight time with fledgling wings. Without lightning boots, they're damn near unusable. You have like 0.4 of a second of flight time. Or like half a second of flight time. It's awful. What if you don't have a horseshoe? Yeah, but like you can combine the horseshoe into a balloon. And a balloon provides a double jump and an ascension speed bonus. Which is basically the same ascension speed bonus that a frog leg provides. And... shit. Okay, I am gonna save and quit to despawn all projectiles. Before we go into this. It depends when the last time you were here, DJ. You look getting fledgling wings? Yeah, it's like, what, a 2% drop rate? 2.5%? It's like 1 in 40? The nicest thing about them, like I said, is just having the option to, Okay. We need to land all of our shots and pretty much apply a constant burn debuff. Where is he? Our damage is much higher in phase 2 because he drops to 0 defense, which means each of our shots deals 3 times as much damage. Oh wait, come on, hit him in. Ah, damn. That falling star would have been amazing. So phase 1, we basically want to let the burning debuff take him down, and then phase 2, we go ahead and spam shots and try to out DPS him. If you're just joining in now, we have an additional stipulation for the Eye of Cthulhu, which is no defense. Once we kill the Eye of Cthulhu, we can get defense. However, we're going to get a new stipulation from a new boss. I think King Slime will probably be the next one. So whatever King Slime stipulation is, we'll have to do and abide by. And of course, I know what King Slime stipulation is because I made it, but you don't. Nor is it spoiled in the thumbnail. It'll be a complete surprise. No defense for the eye. I mean, no defense might not sound like much, but it does mean that we can't just, like, be tanky and eat hits. We do actually have to dodge. He's gonna do, like, 40 damage per hit in his, second phase. I mean, King Slime will certainly be interesting. 3 hours later? No, it's gonna be the night. And I think at like 2/3 of his HP is when the eye gets to his second phase. Phase 2 is going to speed things up a lot because we do 3 damage per shot. Oh, I almost landed that flare on him. This is on expert mode. It's unfortunately not really possible to kill the Eye of Cthulhu by the end of the night on master mode. Expert mode has just enough. If we do this well, I think we kill him around 4:20 a.m., 4:10 a.m. or something like that. President going, don't dig up again. Don't dig up is just a bad seed. Like it's fun when you want it, but doing this on don't dig up would just be miserable. The seed doesn't look good, like visually, and it's got so many annoying things included in it. We should be hitting phase 2 around midnight, I think. Maybe I should try to up my DPS a little. But the thing is, like, most of my DPS is coming from on fire. I can't increase my DPS much. At most, I could do, like, a 20% increase, maybe. But I really don't want to hit the projectile cap. No, we do 4 DPS at base from on fire. And 4 DPS over the span of the entire night is, what? 540 seconds, 2,000 something? 2,160, which means you need about 1,500 damage with flares outright. And we do 3 times as much damage in the second phase compared to the first. 2880 if it's exactly 12 minutes. It's not 12 minutes, it's 9 minutes. Should be hitting phase 2 soon. Okay. Now we get to actually deal damage. See that big 3 damage hit? We don't want to completely spam flares because we want to make sure we don't hit the projectile cap, but we do want to go a lot more aggressive with shooting. I have no idea how many flares I've fired already. I don't know what I started the night with. I should have checked. Is anyone able to go back and look at what I started the night with? Eight 420? Oh, okay. We have tons of flares then. If it runs out of shots, then no more debuff. Yeah, the debuff is... Well, right now, the debuff isn't the bulk of our damage. But we can't do this with just flare damage alone. We do need debuff damage. But if I started with the 8-4-20, then I still have about 600 flares left, which should be enough damage to just kill him outright. We did a good job in phase 1. So at this point, we're just going to go for direct damage hits. We've only got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes of on fire will deal 180 times 4. We really got to DPS out here. As the eye gets close to death, we should deal slightly increased damage. I think like 2 or 3 times as much damage. We saw that during Lawnmower only. The eye has like a damage multiplier for damage taken when he's like very near death. So it'll be a little better than it appears right now. But our ability to hit him is also going to be diminished a little. Once he goes into full chain dashing mode, it can be a little bit tricky to actually get damage in on him. We have to predict his movement pattern right now in order to hit him. Which just gets a lot more unpredictable. I don't know when we go full chain dash, but it's soon. We've got Magiluminescence, though, which should let us outrun him easily. Got a minute left and about 450 damage to deal. Okay. We're not at the projectile cap, but the flares are starting to bug out visually a little bit. You can see there's less of a visual effect being applied to them. Yeah, it's getting a lot trickier to hit him. But we also do 18 damage per... Oh, jeez. Okay, I didn't realize that. There's like an actual bona fide damage not multiplier. He gets like negative defense or something. Yeah, we did 18 damage per flare there. I assumed it was a multiplier because the lawnmower did 8 damage. No, it's not a multiplier. The lawnmower did 8 damage and then it went to like 15 damage and then 23 damage. Which made me think it was just doing 2 times and then 3 times as much damage. But it seems to just physically add on damage. Yeah, he must get like negative defense or something. Okay, and now we can finally get defense. And Goblin Army's about to show up, but before we do that, let's check what our new stipulation is. Eye of Cthulhu is done. And now we're going to do King Slime. No WASD. No WASD. In other words, unbinding movement keys. Just for the sake of not having to think about this, I'm going to put these on these. Okay. I want defense. Hold on. Let me silver bow. I can make a lot of silver. Silver helmet, silver chain. Full silver's good. And let's make this gold crown so we can actually fight King Slime and do something else. We've still got like a minute left. Crimtane ore is not going to do anything for me. Mana regen. We've got plenty of flares. Get these away. These two are probably going to die, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I put on Moonlord legs. Yeah, let me do that. Okay. Thankfully, we have the spider hook, which is... Okay, hold on. We have to physically open the door. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. No WSD might be a Terrasteel reference. It's not a reference to, like, any particular, streamer. I know people have done no WASD challenges, but it's not, like, a reference to anyone in particular. You don't need to reload the world? No, the flares will despawn. After 10 minutes. Wait, hold on. We can also go back to, right now we're on expert mode. Let's go back to master. Hey, GeoAV. Yeah, you know what? I'll just pin a comment, with the stipulation. Or pin a chat message. That'll work. Oh wait, that just says WASD. Hold on, I didn't put in the word no. Hold on. Okay, I fixed it. These joblins are, giving me a little bit of trouble here. I gotta find a way to get over here. I want to take advantage of my flare gun's piercing. Oh, yo, this is good. This is a nice angle. Oh, they can reach me, though. Yeah, I have, at least for pre-hard mode, I have everything set up. And I have ideas for the mech bosses. Oh, that's 10% though. The flare gun is actually pretty decent at the goblin invasion. Because of its infinite piercing and damage over time debuff. It's not ideal by any means, but it's not awful. It's much better than, like, lawnmower. I feel like Spiderhook is so good for no WASD. Yeah, it was a great find. Lets us do a lot of nice positioning, which if we had a regular hook, we would not have been able to do. Watch one of the worms be no piercing damage. Although, actually, I wasn't initially planning on doing this on a drunk world, so I don't actually have a stipulation for the Eater of Worlds yet. I only have one for the Brain of Cthulhu. Only holy water? That would be so much worse. Could it be the same? Yeah, but it'd be boring to be the same, I think. Eater of World stipulation, red flares only. Fate worse than death, really, yeah. Yeah, this is also for all the people who keep asking me to do challenges like this. This is your... You get an amuse-bouche of different challenges doing this. Instead of doing a full no WASD run. It's just the no WASD section of flare gun only. Imagine a challenge we can only use the Shield of Cthulhu once past Cthulhu. The thing is, the Shield of Cthulhu isn't very fun. I don't like it very much, and it's also really pitifully low damage once you get into late game and defense starts screwing with things. I don't even know if you'll be able to get past the Wall of Flesh with Shield of Cthulhu only. Yeah. We're getting there. I'm still pressing WASD. Wait, no, I'm not pressing WASD. I'm pressing Q, because I have grapple bound to Q. That's right. Alright, we're 30% of the way there, though. Okay, if I grapple twice up here, then I position myself at a height that's too high to be, jumped to. If I can get rid of that outro, we can deal with the rest of these guys pretty well. No, I'm doing Flogan only because Flogan only is genuinely a fun challenge. And the main thing that makes low damage challenges intolerable is once you get into the late game. Because your damage just stagnates. But since they buffed the flare gun to have cursed flares, I think it would not be very bad at all. Most bosses would probably take under an hour. Yeah, they added cursed flares in 1.4.4. Welcome back, MZBW. What did you miss? Depends when you left. We did the Eye of Cthulhu. We revealed the stipulation for King Slime, which is no WASD. Most bosses will take under an hour. Yeah, you know how long the Moonlord took in Lawnmower only? Like 80 hours. So, most bosses taking under an hour is pretty damn good in comparison to that. Moonlord would probably take, you know, less than 10. Like, reasonably one stream, I think. I think the original Flaregun only Golem took like 9 hours. And that's because he's immune to on fire. But here it should take way less time. Be way more manageable. Okay, well, this unlocks the Joblin Tinkerer, which is going to let us get a Blizzard in a Balloon. Spectre Boots. We don't have an Anklet of the Wind, so we can't get Lightning Boots yet. But I would kind of like to get them. Would come in handy. Why do they add Cursed Flares in the first place? No idea. I don't work at Relogic. Yeah, genuinely, if you want to do, like, a low-damage challenge, but the idea of something like Copper Short Sword or Lawnmower only intimidates you, Flare Gun only is not bad. It's not easy by any means, but pretty much every boss in the game will die over the span of a day, especially if you're doing on, like, Classic or Expert. Solar Flares win. Yeah, just have Relogic add an upgraded flare that uses solar fragments and inflicts the day broken debuff. How much DPS is that? Like 100 DPS? You just watch your Reforged video and now you're sad having a massive Reforged sword that makes it like twice as big would be so much fun. I mean, you're Obama. Just like call up Relogic and be like, hey, I used to be the president of the United States. Why don't we rework the modifier system? And they'd probably listen to you, right? I mean, you're Obama. If Obama called me and told me to do something, I would do it because it's Obama. I wouldn't even question it. If Obama was like, hey, go stand outside and sit inside of your trash can that's on the street for trash day, I would just get outside and I'd go sit in front of the trash can, or inside the trash can, close the lid, and wait for further instructions. He's not even president anymore? No, but he's still Obama. The main thing that's difficult here is going down. It is quite tricky descending. Oh, we might die here. not have too many more hits in me, and it's a while before the next potion comes off cooldown. No! Goblin Sorcerer's coming in. Sorry, we're just gonna bring him to this side. I have a flare gun and I'm killing the goblins faster than you do in every playthrough. That's impressive. Maybe you should start using a flare gun then. Man, these sorcerers are such an issue because they're 69%. They don't line themselves up with the rest of the goblins. Damn, I got knocked back into the melee hitbox of that archer. Any flares lag the game? Nah. What progression point do you dislike the most? Post-cultist. The part where the pillars are. I hear a sorcerer? You ready for another goblin invasion next morning? That'd be something. Hey, stop walking close to me every time I hit you. I have no idea how I managed to jump over that sorcerer's head without him hitting me. Nice, he positioned himself where I need him to. What kind of music do I like? The kind that's good, usually. Not a big fan of music that's bad, as a general rule of thumb. Kill the goblin, kill the goblin, kill the goblin, kill the goblin, kill the goblin. Okay. Is the other one music a drunk seed thing? Yeah. Once you plant a drunk seed, you unlock the ability to switch between the Otherworld soundtrack and the regular Terraria soundtrack at the party goal. But the drunk world always has the Otherworld soundtrack on by default. You can toggle it off at the party goal, though. I missed. Any sort of speedrun challenges? No, I'm not really a big fan of speedrunning Terraria. I don't find it very fun. Like, I'm sure that I could apply myself to speedrunning and do fairly well, but I don't think I would have a fun time doing it, so I don't really want to. Vanilla and modded boss? Vanilla boss, I guess the Empress of Light. I don't know. Modded boss, I don't really remember modded bosses that well. Aquatic Scourge was fun. Imagine full flail progression. I wouldn't put it past Relogic. Stipulation goes for the entirety of current progression, so I'll just be doing the boss fight itself. There are a couple that are going to be only for the boss fight itself, but most of them are going to last until the boss is dead. This should be the end here. Okay, goblins down. So I'd quite like to kill King Slime now, before, and get back to being able to use WASD. This is pretty inconvenient. The way the stipulations work is that I pick a boss I want to fight next and then reveal whatever the stipulation for that boss is. Who made the stipulations? Me. I'm taking suggestions for stipulations. I mean, I have the pre-hard mode ones already decided. Plus, you guys have bad ideas 90% of the time. Just being perfectly honest with you. I have better ideas than most of you. Okay, so, I mean, King Slime, we just go make a slime crown. Bit of a ways away to the corruption, but we'll get there. You're trying to think of ideas and none of them are good. Plus, I also know what's going to be, like, feasible and plausible to do. I mean, I've done Flare Gun only before. I know what would be good, basically. If it was up to you guys to pick challenges, they would just be dumb things like not using WASD or something. Oh, I've got an idea for the Destroyer, and it's much better than anything you guys are gonna come up with. Just gonna let you know that now. Hold on, we need to actually, like, get over there. Come on, Spiderhook! Get out of the water! Get out of the water! Get out of the water! Okay. Wait, that's a pickaxe. We need to actually make our way to a demon altar, which is going to be a little tricky. Break all destroyer segments before the fight ends. Oh, I mean, that's a given. Like, that's just going to happen whether I try to do it or not. It would be almost impossible for me to not have that happen. Yeah, we gotta get back to that chasm on the other side of the corruption, which is gonna be a bit tricky. Although there were alternative demon altars a few places in the world. Depending on how difficult it is to get across this corruption, we may need to go to those. Chasms, we're going to the corruption. The place with the shadow orbs and the demon altars in the corruption over here was absurdly deep in the world. It didn't even get connected to any of the vertical shafts. Maybe I should just wait for daytime. It's almost 4:30 a.m. and it's gonna be way easier if I don't have demon eyes on me. How did the no accessory reforge run be? Not particularly. I mean, the main thing it's going to do is make it much more difficult to have, like, a min-max tank build, because if you didn't have warding reforges, you couldn't really min-max a tank build. But, it's not like accessory reforges are particularly powerful. Like, the damage modifiers are not very impactful. Lucky and quick and arcane and violent are not going to be doing that much for you. Warding can have a pretty noticeable impact, and that's really the most that you'd see, but it's not like warding is a crux or crutch that you need to have in order to play the game. This is tricky. I need to kind of messed up here. Knock me back. Okay, thank you. I kind of need to have constant momentum going, because as soon as I lose it, especially in a situation like that, I can't really get it back. A dance pad only? I mean, it's a potential option. Again, you guys don't need to suggest stipulations. I can come up with better ideas than you guys can. And I don't mean that to be rude. I mean, like, flooding chat with stipulations is not going to change anything. Yeah, we're dead there. Because the odds of you coming up with an idea that I have not thought of myself is very low. Yeah, there wasn't really much I could do there. I kind of got stuck in that thing. I don't mean it to be mean. I just mean, like, there are other things we can talk about. Suggesting stipulation isn't gonna change anything. Let me look for a demon altar somewhere else, because getting past that corruption is gonna be tricky. Wasn't there one down here? Yeah, there's one in the ice biome. Let's go to that one. In hard mode yet? No. We killed the Eye of Cthulhu and finished the no defense stipulation, and now we're on no WASD. Warding makes master mode feel easier than expert. Warding's very powerful. It's a very good reforge. Game streaming would just be boring if I had to ignore chat. Dump stipulation jokes? Please don't give dump stipulations. I don't need to hear your stipulations about when you're taking a shit. Why am I doing a low damage run again? Because Flare Gun was actually a fun low damage run. Plus, it's a lot more, like, the low damage is the backdrop here. The more impactful part of how I'm playing the game is, like, the no defense and the no WASD part. The using the flare gun part is not the challenge here. Think the damage reduction applying after defense is a good nerf, or is it unneeded? Given how potent damage reduction can be, it would be significantly more powerful if it applied before defense. The one thing that sucks about the spider hook is it doesn't have very long range. Oh no, how am I gonna get over here? Okay, I can break blocks. Come on. If I can just get here. Come on! We're like one block away. There we go. Place platforms. Building? Dude, building is gross. Building is like how you get cooties from girls. No walking challenge, no WASD. I don't have my mini map. I don't need it. I know where I'm going. In general, the minimap obstructs a lot of the screen, and it's easier to not have it. I do know where I'm going right here. Just had to check. Oh no. Nice bats. Nice bats. Nice bats. Viking. Nice bats. Damn, we got frozen. That's a lot easier than going to the corruption, though. They're serious about Gormonge being a conspiracy made up by the government to explain why Hunter is objectively the best Scug. Gormonge isn't real. That's not a joke. You can use whatever words you want. Conspiracy, lazy game design, clever game design, a secret, a fact. But the truth is what it is, and that's my opinion. What I'm trying to do right now, make a slime crown to fight King Slime so we can use WASD again. Those holes in the desert are supposed to be anthills. They're like antlion tunnels. You ever played Half-Life 2? You know the antlions there, they're like under the sand and stuff. They dig. It's like that. So playing medium core with your friends because you saw your video about it? Nice, how's it been going? Antlions are real life creatures. Yeah, Obama liked Half-Life 2 so much that he decided to create antlions and make them real. Do you try Expert? Sure. Why not? It's a much more engaging experience than Classic, in my opinion. You probably played Blue Shift. I played Blue Shift. Blue Shift wasn't that bad. You had all the fat security guards for some reason. Hey, Blue Shift after Opposing Force? Yeah, it's nowhere near as good as Opposing Force, but it's not like that bad. It's safe because Half-Life 1 has good gameplay. Yeah. Come on, no bat, no bat, no bat, no bats, no bats. No bats. No bats. Slime gun. Hey, let's grab a couple of potions. Should be fine. Boss, have we beaten so far? Just the eye. We were about to fight King Slime, though. There's really no reason for me to have these boots on. But I also don't have any better accessories, so... whatever. I'm gonna make a third layer of platforms. Couldn't I have made the slime counter the no defense stipulation? I mean, I didn't. Like, yeah, I could have, but I didn't. I would say that the first 3 tiers of ores are useless. Can you just make gold or platinum? With meteor it makes more sense. Blue Shift is a physics pun? Is it? I'm not that physics familiar. Yeah, stone platforms are great. Come on. This is gonna be a pain. Building this. I'll use WASD. That is the current stipulation. Okay, I'm just gonna fight King Slime now. I'm not building that. Down we go. Hello there, King Slime. Down we go. How many times does the flare gun pierce King Slime? Twice at most. I think if I would heal, it might hit him twice. Yeah, it hits him twice like that. But the actual damage from the flare gun hit is mostly meaningless. The primary damage with the flare gun is the fire debuff. Blue shift's the opposite of red shift. Project is moving towards you. Its light increases in frequency, making it blue. Okay. No, it's the opposite of what happens. Okay. So if it's moving away from you, its light increases in frequency? Or if it's moving towards you, its light decreases in frequency? Closer, red, or further blue? Ah, King Slime, no! Bad! I was looking at chat. That's not fair. You're not allowed to hit me. It's cheating. Stop it. Bad King Slime. All the walking I'll have to do. I don't want to have to go back to the demon altar, especially because I think we have to get another ruby too. To fight King Slime again. Those King Slimes sometimes teleport on top of the platform and sometimes to the ground. I don't know how King Slime's teleporting AI works exactly. I couldn't tell you the specific reason why. He has a particular calculation as to where he goes. I don't know exactly how it works, though. Oh. I need to stop looking away to chat. Hey, Steven's view. Lag? I'm not seeing any lag on my end. If the stream's lagging, I don't think it's anything I can fix. Okay, so Jill Bates was correct. So objects moving towards you increase in frequency and become bluer. That's the ultimate conclusion. Objects in mirror are bluer than they appear. Yeah, that's not too important though, Yusef. It mattered for the Eye of Cthulhu because the Eye of Cthulhu was on a time limit. King Slime's not on a time limit, so we don't really have to care that much. Worst case, we just hit the cap and then have to wait a minute before we can shoot him again. That gooey thing hits hard. Yeah, King Slime does mad damage. He has... for an early game boss, he really hits like a truck. You can't, like... You can't just take hits from King Slime in the same way that you can take hits from, like, the Eye of Cthulhu or, Eater of Worlds and stuff like that. Especially if, you know, you don't have a ton of defense. King Slime's damage is higher than Eye of Cthulhu's? Yeah. He has a respectable, like... No, not... Why the fuck did I want to say girth? His damage is not girthy. What? He has a respectable quantity of melee damage. His yacht is massive. I'm sorry, I'm not young enough to understand what that means. I am old. I'm ancient. Yacht is slang for dumper? Like the big construction vehicles that, like, have dirt in the back of them and then, like, dump dirt for, like, construction purposes? Why would you need a slang for that? Is that like an industry thing? Huh. Okay. I played the Dratoria Dating Sim fan game? Yeah, I played it when it came out. The slime hook. God, my mic fell. Hold on. The hook's not long enough. No. Pink slime, no. Stop it. Hear you? Yeah, yeah. Like I'm holding my mic on my lap, but like it fell face down. You wish you were the mic? You want to, like, go to sleep or something? I never really understood people who slept face down. It's so uncomfortable. Just, like, having your face pushed up against a pillow. I couldn't imagine getting, like, comfortable enough to sleep like that. You can only sleep on your side? Which side? I usually get, like, french fries with food. I don't know why you'd sleep on those. I feel like it'd be kind of greasy, not very good for your skin. But I guess if it makes you comfortable, I could see it being warm. Warmth is pretty nice. Like a heated blanket, but french fries. Or do you have something else like mac and cheese? Okay. That was the game lagging, not the stream. Sleep face down when you try to sleep, but roll on your back while unconscious. Which fast food chain has the most comfortable fries? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't get fast food very much. If I go to a restaurant, I haven't had fast food fries in a while. If I go out to eat, it's usually at like an actual restaurant because fast food prices have gotten so expensive that it usually makes... I guess Bojangles I go to most frequently. I mean, Bojangles got some comfy fries. Mine vanilla or T-Mod? This is vanilla. That's you asking somebody else. Side I tend to sleep on is onion rings. I've never been a big onion ring fan. It's my least favorite language. Does Kago count? It's like a sub-language. Kago sucks. You know what that is? Formal Japanese. It has very particular rules about how you conjugate verbs and speak depending on whether you're, like, socially above or below the status of the person you're talking to. It's awful. Nobody likes Kago. Let's not load up chat with your Gen Alpha brain rot. I don't particularly want to skibbity yacht Ohio Rizzler Phantom tax. I'd rather not. I don't like the pro Phantom tax agenda that you're pushing. Okay. But you was chill for the skibbity yacht? Is some kind of, like, marketing campaign to get people to buy skibbity yacht? Because please don't. Okay, I don't like advertising in my channel. Am I challenging myself to not move? That's the current stipulation for King Slime, is no WASD. Place Heart Lantern on platforms now? Yeah, that was a 1.4.4 change. Really nice. You guys are gonna have to make me go into, like, YouTube settings and ban the words that you're saying after I just told you to stop. If I see the word yacht, skibbity, Rizzler, or Phantom tax again, I'm either timing you out for 24 hours or banning you, depending on my mood. I think Slime's almost dead, though. Yeah, no, I'm Gen Z. I'm a sumo, right? Don't blame us for that. Am I gonna play this stream? Let's see. I gotta go pick up a prescription from CVS. When my sister gets back from work. Probably until then. Not sure how long it's gonna be exactly. I've heard of Toblerone? I don't think I did either. I have either. I know what they look like. I'm familiar with them conceptually, but... Yeah, by the way, grappling hooks are a great item. They are probably the most powerful mobility tool in the game. The only single item that would potentially challenge them are like, Featherfall potions, maybe? This isn't torture. Why would that be torture? That was actually, like, fun and engaging. Yes, we can use WASD now. We can go rebind them. SD. Okay. We're back to the land of the living. And now we get to figure out which boss we want to fight next. Realistically, Brain of Cthulhu? Yeah. Deerclops Queen Bee? I mean, Brain of Cthulhu actually gets us an armor upgrade, which is really nice. Queen Bee, Deerclops, and Skeletron don't do anything for us. This is Gimp, Wuga-chan. I think Brain of Cthulhu, probably. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom, though. I'll be back in a minute. Is that previously done challenges are crossed off? I could, but it didn't work. Here, I'll just, hey, no, there There, the Eye of Cthulhu's faded out because we did the Eye of Cthulhu. That's that. Yeah, I could maybe do that. I think Brain of Cthulhu next. Which is going to be a hell of a stipulation. Because the Brain of Cthulhu is no UI. UI being a user interface. I'm going to do a couple of preparations before I turn off my UI. Because I need to make sure that I have certain items available in order to make this possible. Namely, explosives to summon the brain, and or really explosives to summon the brain. And then we'll work from there. The stipulation is showed in the thumbnail. A couple of them are, yeah. But yeah, I will be back in a minute. Yes, F11 turns off UI in Terraria. Okay. UI is hotbar. Yeah, basically everything except the actual game itself is your UI. Let me pin that message. Did I wash my hands? What are you, the police? That's none of your business. That's none of your concern. I didn't say that I didn't. I said it's none of your business. I never said that I didn't wash my hands. I said I had no obligation to reveal that my private medical information to you. Yeah, so this is what no UI is. But before we do that, I need to prepare a couple things. Firstly, bombs. We need to make sure we have explosives so we can actually summon the Brain of Cthulhu. Ninja shirt. I mean, it's better than silver. Alright. Secondly, where's the Dryad? She's up there. I'd like to buy planter boxes from the Dryad. Well, no, we have platforms. We have stone platforms. Let me just make some more stone platforms. Some of this stuff out. Upgrade my healing potions. I'll also go ahead and get other potions. Can you move normally again? Oh yeah, I can. I forgot about that. Isn't it like a super easy stipulation? Or are you missing something? I can probably load legs. Okay. Well, we have our platforms. We have wood, which is a block. Okay. Currently on pickaxe. Like to collect a heart lantern and, okay. Hold on. My mouse is currently here. If I bring it... Yeah, I can't see my cursor. Hold on. This is how I can do this. We pan. If we go up from here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can use the flare gun to figure out where our cursor is. Lifeform evolves flare location to adapt to hostile environment. That sounds like something the Subnautica AI would read. The voice lady thing. Alright, hold on. Did I ever... I didn't pin the no UI message. Replace pinned message. There we go. As a medium world, it's a large world. So we gotta go over to the Crimson right now, which should be the right side of the world. The smart cursor overlay also did not show? Nope. Yeah, I did. No sleep for you. Try Subnautica. You love this kind of open world survival games. Subnautica is very loosely a survival game. It is a really fun game to explore. The survival aspects of the game are not great. The survival part of it's not very fleshed out. It's more like a very cool water world to discover and whatnot. Is it super non-punishing like Terraria? I mean, Terraria is not a survival game. I mean, you've got like food and water mechanics and stuff. Did you catch the new Make-A-Wish vanity set? Yeah, I did see that. Or is there jungle in the snow? Oh, this is a drunk world. That's just how the world works. It's more survival than Minecraft. Maybe? I don't know. Man, a Tinkler would have been really nice. Oh, we also can't see the Brand of Cthulhu's health bar. That's another thing. Okay. We've got two options here. I think the left one's better. Okay. So, my inventory should be flare gun, pickaxe, axe, block. Campfire, heart lantern, platform, I think. Damn. Man, these spiders are, not going away. Maybe we just get a Bloodcrawler banner, but I'd have to find where the banner is the thing. In my inventory. Could be tricky. Plus, I would... Well, I guess I could hear myself pick up the banner when it drops. Come on, block down. Good. Okay. Well, I mean... it's working. I just have to find some way to... I gotta identify where my cursor is. Okay, it's pretty close to me right now. On my left side. Okay. There we go. I think if it doesn't pull its punches, Subnautica does. Yeah. Okay, that Chimera's a bit of an issue. More so than the blood crawlers. If I run out of flares, I have like 9,000 flares. I'm not running out of flares. I would have to fire non-stop for like 40 minutes in order to run out of flares. Probably longer than that. Okay, I mean, if I kill these last 3 spiders, I think the area should be pretty clear. Oh, I should probably wall off the top and make sure nothing falls on me. So how am I going to wall up the top is the next question. My cursor's pretty close to my character right now. Yeah, I know what it is. But the problem is I have to grapple in order to get up there. Let me close off these spots down here. Base monster can't get up here. Is my DPI? I'm not sure. Oh, there was a second blood crawler in there. I gotta close all these off. Come on. Come on, place the block down. What are you doing? Okay, okay. Oh no, we're out of wood now. Okay, I guess that's all we can close off. Oh, we died. Okay. That's fine. That means we get more wood on the way here. We've been on journey mode. Journey mode's fine. Any problems with it? Not seeing my health as a problem here? I mean, kind of. Of all the problems that having no UI causes, not seeing my health is low on the list. Health die hair would be so meta. I forget that stuff exists. Okay. We've got more wood now. Let me get a bit more wood. I never have too much wood. I think the debuffs might be annoying. It could be, yeah. Full moon? Oh, it is a full moon, yeah. It's for a journey because you don't need to. Means you don't need to use chests and it reduces the grind and waiting. Huh. Of all the reasons I've heard people prefer journey mode, not using chests is not one I've heard before. You can use eyes to see when you're low on health. Yeah, but they also start to close when you get debuffed. So against the Brain of Cthulhu, I don't think that would help too much. Like the darkness debuff does it. I think poison causes you to close your eyes. No such thing as your favorite thing about journey mode? I would definitely see it being useful. I usually use journey mode for whenever I make a lot of videos, just because it is much more convenient being able to just produce an item that you need, instead of having to go, like, actually get it. Like, oh, I need a sword to do something. I'm gonna go grab a sword. Oh, I need to summon a boss. I can just produce the item to summon the boss. Moonglow's pretty cool. Is journey mode on for one of the stipulations? Journey mode's on because we're fighting the mech bosses and you need to pause time for the mech bosses. Journey mode's great for fishing achievements? Yeah, it makes those a lot easier. Being able to fast forward time and also research the quest fish. Journey mode makes you lose motivation. Your self-control is non-existent. The game's being too easy is boring. Yeah, I have heard people say that a few times, that they don't like journey mode because they have no self-control, and they struggle with not just toggling all the powers on. Deathweed gets me battle potions, which are nice to have if we ever need to farm anything. I'm trying to think if we'll need to. I mean, I guess we'll need to get host flares, which are going to require killing either clingers or devourers. So we will need to do a lot of farming in that respect. So yeah, having a lot of deathweed is nice. It'd be nice if I could use my staff and regrowth for this, but it's not on my hotbar and I don't know where it is right now. So how to resist the spawn rate slider? Yeah, upping spawn rates is fun. Okay. Okay. Place is pretty much closed off now. Nothing else can get in from those sides. Just kill these last couple of blood crawlers. Recently lost a master mode. Well, it's been 180 hours and you've no motivation to start over. Do you have any advice? I assume you mean like hardcore. I mean, if you don't want to play the game, you don't have to force yourself to. There are plenty of other video games to play. I would just wait until you have the motivation to play more and not try to force it when you're not feeling it. Outquarter is a cruel mistress. It's definitely a tricky experience. And much different than the base game. Just want to go ahead and close off the ceiling. Okay. And then wood, campfire, platform. Huh. Platform is being a bit weird. I don't know if I ran out of ammo mid-fight. That's like basically impossible. We've got like 8,000 flares. Steam did something weird and it back up your files. Oh, you're using like cloud saves? They're only backed up if you use cloud saves. You got mad flares? I mean, you just buy them. The merchant sells them. Could be dying soon. Okay. Put another one up here. That's you, Yusef. Okay, I mean, that's probably fine. Let's get a campfire down. And I'd like a hot lantern. I don't think I can interact with my inventory with my UI turned off. So I guess rip that. It means oh shit, oh god, oh fuck. Kill him. And a quick buff, yeah. Yeah, we got a flare gun. And we've killed the Brain of Cthulhu and... Oh, no. We killed King Slime and the Eye of Cthulhu on the brain now. Where's the brain? We're working on it. One more heart and the brain will spawn. I'd like to get rid of these enemies before I fight them, though. You saw an early Waffle Time video and you commented that you liked his humor, but his editing was annoying, and he said, okay. I mean, based. Like, what else do you say if somebody tells you that? Like, oh, hey, yeah, you're a pretty cool guy, but the way that you do things annoys me. Like, what else? What's the response to that other than just, okay? Okay. Did we? Oh, I managed to miss it. Okay. Okay. Here goes. Vayne's actually going to do, like, a ton of damage to us. Because we have bad defense right now. Man, aiming without a cursor is difficult. Man, he telefragged me. Wasn't quite a telefrag, he was kind of next to me, but... pretty inconvenient. Okay, creepers are starting to die, though. And then the fight gets fun. Because, oh boy. Do it. Okay. I don't want to spam too many flares because I don't want to reach the projectile cap. And if I fire non-stop, I feel like the brain would probably... I'd run out of... I'd hit the cap before the brain died. Besides, the debuff is mostly what's doing our damage anyway. Okay. Clones are starting to appear. Does the UI stop the phantoms? No. They're still there. They just don't appear immediately. They're only immediately there in For the Worthy. What's the logic to the creeper's pathing? They kind of bunch around the brain of Cthulhu, wherever he is, and then they move towards you. But if you hit them and knock back them, they get kind of checked and go back towards the brain. That's the best... Wait. That's the best description I can give. The trick to tell which brain is real. You can look at how the clones are moving. And you can kind of intuit which one... Oh, wait, we can, Yeah. We can do this. You can kind of intuit which one is real based on how it's moving in relation to you. Debuffs also only affect the real one. It's a bit tricky with On Fire because it's not very clear of a debuff. But if you are paying close attention, you can identify which brain is real based on which one's on fire. Poison will not work, but it will discolor all the brains if you have poison and On Fire at the same time. That can work pretty well. And Frostburn is pretty good because blue is really clear against the red. You can also, if you are playing a summoner, the real brain will have the whip targeting thing. I think, at least. It's been a minute, but I think that's still a thing. And you can look at where the whip targeting thing is to see which one's the real one. Minions are useful? Yeah, minions will auto-target it. Whips trivialize it? Yeah, because you have the targeting thing. This is so much better than Lawnmower Only. Lawnmower Only, we basically had to face tank the brain of Cthulhu, which is a miserable experience between broken armor and his high base damage. But the flare gun, we have enough range that we can actually step back and shoot him. And the brain of Cthulhu is really easy if you can deal, like, any knockback. But the problem is the Lawnmower couldn't really deal knockback because it was, just hitting the brain was a chore, and when the brain doesn't get knocked back, it moves fast, and it's quite difficult to avoid, especially as it gets near death and is fully opaque like it is now. But yeah, if you pay attention, you can see the On Fire debuff. That's indicating which one the real one is. Which, honestly, with the lack of UI, kind of makes it easier to identify. Like, this fight's kind of... because there's so little going on screen, it's really easy to pick out which one is on fire. Whereas normally you have your cursor, you have the health bar, you have damage numbers popping up. But right now it's boiled down to just visuals, and I can really clearly see which one is on fire. Is it expert? It's on master mode. Technically it's journey mode set to master, but journey mode doesn't matter yet. Okay, I'll drink a potion for the first time in the fight. We got a slow debuff, unfortunately. But that should be fine as long as we can identify which one the real one is. He should be getting pretty close to death. His clones are very opaque right now. I think it's 100% opacity. I'd guess sometime in the next minute he's gonna die. Maybe not. Maybe I misgauged his HP a bit. We gotta be close, though. He's not Journey Master Mode for the Worthy. That's not a thing anymore, thankfully. I say thankfully. In 1.4.4, they fixed that scaling bug. So, Journey Mode for the Worthy is no different than any other difficulty. Don't damage numbers only show up on top of the real one? Yeah. But they linger. They don't... It's visual noise, right? The lack of visual noise because of the UI being turned off makes it easy to identify which one is the real one. And we also have no way of knowing how much HP he has. All we have to go off of is how opaque the clones are. I don't intend to deal with the projectile limit. Don't fire enough projectiles to reach the limit. Hold on. I should stop reading chat for a sec. Getting hit a few times here. That's what I get for looking off screen. I am shocked that he is still alive. I mean, I know we're using a flare gun, but... I really thought he'd be dead by now. I guess his clones get opaque way earlier than I thought. I didn't have my potion buffs. Probably good to retake them, because we took some damage. There's a regen potion in there. Their health should be pretty stable by now. Back to looking off screen. I think Fullyman is at 25% HP. But is that overall HP or his individual HP? Because he has the creeper bonus to his health bar. What's the issue with hitting the projectile cap? If you fire 1,000 flares, you can't... Okay, there we go. You can't fire more flares until the other ones despawn. Okay. Back to the land of the seeing. Reign of Confusion. The game's kind of like it. Oh, no, I guess not. I thought it was visually a bit... Things look really trippy right now. The flares are, like, at a lower frame rate, or maybe they're lowering the frame rate of the rest of the game. I can't really tell, but the game looks weird right now. Okay, these blood crawlers do 80 damage per hit. That's why they were killing me. Okay, it took about 9 minutes for that fight, it looks like. Let's go back home. Let's see. I've been streaming for about 4 hours. I think what I might do is call the stream there for the day, decide what I want to do for the Eater of Worlds, and then pick up tomorrow starting with the Eater of Worlds. No, we had a stream that went down yesterday. Probably noon EST, BB Savage Boy. I have to go pick up an order from CVS soon. I have a medication I need to pick up. And my sister's taking me, and she's getting home soon. And I don't want to start doing something else, because I don't know if I'd finish it in time, and I don't have to stop in the middle of something. Yeah, teaser for the next stipulation. I mean, there's the one in the thumbnail. Both Queen Bee and Deerclops are in the thumbnail. And we'll be doing them next stream. Now, Deerclops is one of the ones that is specific to the boss fight. It's not going to be between boss fights. Fully zoomed in, 0% transparency overlay map. Is that... What is that? You plus to increase that? No, that's zoom. What is transparency? What's the keybind for that? Hold on. What is the keybind for camera transparency? Page down. Wait, no. That is trippy as hell. Wow, that is really trippy. Especially what's going on down there. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know if I'll do it for the eater, but I'll keep it in mind. Oh wait, we can probably make crimson armor though. Right now, which would be pretty cool. The first good idea Chad has ever had. Hold on. Should have some crimtane in here. I didn't zoom it in though. It doesn't. That wasn't the important part. The transparency part was the part I was curious about. You have a headache now? Yeah, all the flares will do that. Okay, we got crimson armor. Don't know if we'll use that over shadow armor once we have shadow armor available, but it's a big upgrade from the mixed ninja, which doesn't even do anything because it's crit chance. Flare gun can't crit. We started today with the Eye of Cthulhu, which was 0 defense stipulation. And then went on to King Slime, which was no WASD, and then the Brain of Cthulhu with no UI. And tomorrow we will continue and probably get through all of pre-hard mode. Oh, and we got a meteorite falling in the background. I don't think there's anything useful we can do with that, but that's cool. It's time-based? No. But, no. It's not time-based. It's obviously not time-based because an average fight would have been over before we even made the clones slightly opaque doing this. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, I released a video earlier today about Terraria modifiers. Would go suggest watching that. Yeah. Bye, everyone.